Good afternoon, friends, and welcome to Rowena May Inspired. My name is Kelly. Here's our pal Wilby, and if you're seeing that, almost fell over. If you're seeing that red live button up there, that means you're catching us live, and I hope you are, because we are crafting with the Vintage Country Crafting Friends group today. So come on in and join us. Let's do some crafting on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. The time has changed. It'll be dark here in about 10 minutes. Give or take. Come on in, friends. Say hello when you pop on. Hello, Miss Carol Ann. How are you, friend? Oh my goodness. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it. You can go ahead. Hello, Miss Cheryl, Miss Joe. How are you, friends? All right, what's happening here? Hello, quiet. Just simmer down. Hello, Miss Ramona. Come on in, friends. We're gonna do some snowman crafting today. Snowman crafting. Come on in. Hello. Krista, you're blonde. You saw those. You saw those. Oh, Miss Krista, she's a sassy one. She's a sassy one. That will stand tall crafting. Krista, she's sassy. Hello, Miss Joe. How are you, sassy sister? Did you see some of the crafts I created with your, I used one of the napkins. Did you see that? I wasn't sure if you've been on since I crafted with one of the napkins you sent me. I did this one on Halloween. Hello, Miss Catherine and Miss Doris and Miss Wanda. Yes, I think it turned out adorable. I love that napkin. It's so cute. Hello, Miss Shauna. Happy? Oh, you know, I just realized. Well, what the heck? Our Halloween, our little heck. Remember I just stuck this on here and didn't glue it? And our little bat came off. For heaven's sakes, the crafts are falling apart. Hello, Miss Mel. Okay, cool. You saw it. Miss Beverly. Just a falling apart. Just a falling apart. Okay, you guys, here's one craft I just did. I'll get started here in just a second. Here's one craft I did in a video, a pre-recorded video. My Connie made that. Wait, did Connie make that? That's right. That's right. Connie did make that. Connie and Jive made that. That's why I didn't remember making it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to show you this one that I made. This is a pre-recorded video that I did. And usually my pre-recorded videos get like a lot of views. This one is only sitting at like 350. And I'm like, what is wrong with this video? What is the problem? I get more than 300 views on a live, which is so weird. So I love this. This was another napkin that Miss Joe sent me. I think this is stinking adorable. But this poor little pre-recorded, like less than 5-minute craft can't seem to get any traction on the internet. What in the world? Is that not adorable? I just love this. And this poor little video, I might have to just take it down and repost it and be like, let's give it another try because this is very irritating. Hello, Miss Cindy. So you guys, today, let me show you what we're going to do today. This one's going to be a little different. I did one while I was down here watching Miss Lisa and Miss Mary craft before me. But this is what I made while you never saw it. I know it's weird. I don't think it's getting pushed out because it's weird. It's weird because I get really good views on my pre-records. That's why I do so many of them. And that one, like 350. That's like crazy. Hello, Miss Janice and Miss Faith. Okay, so check them out. Isn't it cute? Now we're going to try to... Hello, Mother. Hello, Miss Sparky. That was one of my favorite napkins. I know, I loved it. And as soon as I even said in the video that as soon as I got that, I saw that napkin, that I knew that frame, as that was a frame from... Hello, Miss Stephanie from Honey and Bear Creates. I knew that I needed to use that for that, but I'm like, why is this video not getting any traction? It's so weird. So you guys check them out. Now, don't look at the wonkiness of maybe the pattern of this because I'm going to share with you where I got this pattern. But look at, he stands up. He stands up. He's so stinking cute. Hello, Miss Faye from Arizona. Arizona doesn't change the time, do they? Is that the only state that doesn't change the time? Is it the whole state or is it just parts of the state? So what we're going to do is like I said, I made that one at a time. So this material was actually material I got from an estate sale. Hello, Miss Patty. Now, what I used well, I'll tell you later what I used to make this stand up. But he's probably a little wonky right now, but this is what the material looked like. You love the snowman? Well, we're going to make it. We're going to make it. So here was the material. Okay? Here was the material. And I just took this big, huge piece of this material, came from an estate sale. And I took my grunge to it, okay? I grunged it. After I cut it out, I grunged it. So I like it this, there's a little bit, looks like maybe he got a little, pooped his pants back here in the back. Why do we even change the time? Oh, well, I've heard a tale or two about, it's something like, well, mother maybe will know, because I think there was something to do with the farmers being able to, you know, stay out in their fields longer. But I don't know if that's true, or I don't know. But I heard that was going away. So this might be the last time. I don't know. Where do I go see your short videos? You've never seen any of your really? You've never seen any of my pre-recorded stuck inside in freezing rain, Miss Shawn. Oh my goodness. All right, well I'll explain that in a minute. So you guys, what we're gonna do with this one is this material right here. Now these were 2 placemats. Okay, here's the backs. To mess us all up, right? They were placemats that I got from one of those stores where they get pallets. Do you guys know those stores where they get the pallets? And you go in there and you like dig through. Well, these I think came originally from Target. Here's the tag. I think they were originally from Target, maybe not, but they were on clearance at Target for like $3.48 a piece. But I ended up getting them a lot cheaper than that from this bin store. Threshold? I don't know. The brand is Threshold. The farmer's feed don't like that change. I think it's for the golfers. Oh, okay. I knew Mother would have some insight on that. Hello, Miss Lisa. The farmers don't like it. Well, I don't know then, because somebody somewhere said it was a good idea, and that's where we're at. Okay. So I'm using the Grandma Rowene's pinking shears on this, okay? Shears. She calls them shears, okay? I don't know, scissors, but shears is what that's what we're going to call them. Shears are also curtains, right? Anybody call their curtain shears? It's your favorite fabric. I purchase several yards a year. I know. Oh, you mean this stuff right here? This one right here? Yeah. I got a great deal at this one estate sale. Like, this lady had buku loads of material, and I didn't realize it was that big of a piece. Now, I'm going to attempt to cut this out together. So I took the 2 placemats, and I just ripped them apart. Just ripped them apart. I tried to drive us crazy. Miss Sparky Chris, you know, you're already there. You're already there, girl. Okay, so I'm going to cut them together. Now, they have like this like really kind of weird lining in them. I have more of these than just, I got a whole bunch of them. I guess I've had them for a long time. I guess I thought it was a good idea to buy a bunch of them. But like I said, it was like this bin store that used to be right around the corner where we lived before we moved here. And my husband would love to go there. Like, they would have it, like one day it would be like $8, and then it would be like $5, and then it would be like $3. So you could hope to get the lowest, deal. Now, this is a little challenging for me, I'm going to say, because this is kind of thicker. You know, it is thicker than the other material, so I may have to cut it separately, because I don't know. We're going to try. So I was down here watching some Dateline from the other night, and it's right to the point where they're getting really into it, trying to figure out who this dude is, using all these different names, and he's on the run. The time change started around 1912, after the First World War. Well, I know, but what is the point of it? What was the point of it? I never could figure it out. All right, let me go this way now. So this will be the long, boring part of this craft, is cutting this out. But in my description of the video today, I did provide the link where you can go and get this pattern. The page, it came from a Pinterest page, but she also has a Facebook page, because I tagged her when I believe it was from the farmers. I know, that's what I think, but I don't know, my Dateline makes me have nightmares. A well-purposed woman is if you go onto Pinterest, She made a really cute one with a, like a flour sack. Super cute one. So I was like, oh, I want it. And so she's like, here's the printable, or the pattern. And when you print this out, you finish watching 823 and we're watching the beginning of 1923, you're hooked. You're hooked. Mother and Kathy and you need a fan club. You need to start your own fan club. You're hooked. So she, when you print this out, if you go to print this out, it's going to print on 4 different pieces of paper. It's because it's, you know, it's like, this is cut down. Like I taped it together. So it's like the head's on one, like this part's on another right here. And then like the circles on this side are on separate. I don't know why it printed like that, but that's how it printed. So if you go to print it, that's how it worked out on my printer. So then you just piece it together and you try to make sure it doesn't look wonky, because when I pieced mine together, it kind of was wonky. And so I've kind of worked with this a little bit. Well, hello, Mr. Ralph. How are you today, sir? Yeah, you guys know about, I never even finished watching Yellowstone. Actually, I'm perturbed with Yellowstone because it keeps, Sunday nights, it keeps dragging over from the football games, and then Yellowstone drags over, and then it cuts off my Big Brother show, and I got like, what happened? Big Brother cuts off on the recording. It's very frustrating. I think they're already on season 2 of Yellowstone on the CBS though. I think they've already made it that far. You guys, so yesterday, Mother and my sister and my daughter-in-law and my niece and I, we all went, except for my niece. We met her in Grand Rapids. She lives in Grand Rapids, and we went up there, and we had a nice, like, brunch lunch. And then we did just a little bit of shopping. Just a little bit. Not a whole lot. I got some new perfume. I got a candle. I mean, that's about it, really. But we had a nice day. Nice day. Now, this morning, my husband wanted to go out and pull stuff out of his boat because he needs to take it in and get it winterized. And so I told him, I was like, I'll help you. I wish the second part of season 5 would start. Oh, they left you in limbo. This gets a little challenging right here. Gotta get the angle. What was I talking about? Where was I at with that story? Going up there. Oh no, this morning. So he said he asked if I would help him because so he didn't have to keep getting in and out of the boat. He could just hand me stuff out of the boat. So we did. We went out and did that because I said, "You better get up and get going because I'm gonna be going down to the craft room." Well, then I went down that whole. I think I just need to get the dog run like mowed because all the leaves that had fallen from the trees. Their poor little dog run was full of leaves and poo. So I ended up doing that. And I've already taken a shower. I'm like, why did I bother showering? Now I'm out here all sweaty and... Oh, that's right. The writers went on strike. You know what? That's true because I'm irritated most of the time because I don't have any Law and Orders. I don't have any CSIs. I don't have any FBIs. None of my shows are on. Good thing Dateline and 48 Hours somehow have pressed forward, but I don't have any new shows to watch. I mean, I am watching my reality shows like Survivor, Big Brother. Big Brother's about over. What else? Oh, The Masked Singer. I like watching The Masked Singer. So, okay, this might make a little mess. Just go and just trim up where you maybe got a little crazy. And as you go along here, you're probably going to trim it more. Nothing to watch. Okay, so let me take my pins out. So this is the closest I get to sewing, you guys. Take my pins out. So if you were a sewer, you could take it from here and you could sew this. Probably much easier, but I'm not a sewer. Now Miss Deborah, who's up after me from Sacred Sew, she would just whip it right out on the sewing machine. Next week is the first SWAT. It will be, oh, good. So maybe other shows will be back too. Okay, so we just keep that pattern, right? Keep your pattern. Now, it says this is 20 inches Well, she says 20 inches. I think this is bigger than, or this isn't as big. This is more like, I'd say 14-ish inches by 12 is what she said, a 20 by 12 piece of material. So you watched Survivor and Big Brother on their first season and couldn't get back into the season 2. You've been that far up. There's like Bachelor. No, we don't do Bachelor. Ugh. Ugh. No Bachelor. Okay, so look, there's like this little like liner. Let's take that off there. That's that liner from that weird. Let me see if I can get it off the other one now. Okay. There's a little bit left on there. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything, but... Oh, 90 Day Fiancé. Now, I do watch that. My husband just loves when I watch that. He was so confused the one day when I was watching it. I don't think I can get that off there, so I'm not going to mess with it. He was so confused when he came out, and he was like, 90 Day Fiancé, why are they already in therapy if they haven't even been together 90 days? I said, listen, this is one where they've already been together. They're trying to decide if they're going to stay together. Hello, Mrs. Debbie. He was so confused. I'm like, go away. Go away. All right, look what we have. Now, see how it's a little, like, long, kind of weird right there? And, like, it just, you have to just shape it. You just have to shape it a little bit, okay? You just got to shape it. Now, this one... I'll say is a little bit harder, I'm going to say, to shape, hold on, than the other one, because this one doesn't have a lot of, this has like horizontal lines, right? I'm going to come in a little bit more here, and I'll show you what I mean by that when we look at the other one. Where'd you go? Okay. So see where the lines are? So like right here, you could see like there's that red line right across there. So you can go over here and be like, okay, I should cut it to the red line, right? So you can kind of gauge it by that. So this is not perfect by any means. Like it's so stinking cute. Oh, well, I have too much drama for you. It's true, but you know, like watching hoarders makes me feel better about myself. You know, my husband's gonna call him. I need to be prepared what to expect. What to expect if the my paper towels go. Hold please. My paper towels fell. You guys, this craft room is a straight up disaster. Like, after Connie and Jive were here, it just went downhill from there. I'm blaming them. Hello, Miss Irene. How are you, friend? Oh, my goodness. It's a hot mess. Okay. So you're going to start with your hat, okay? Be careful when you put the paper towel on there. You don't want to glue it to it. So, don't glue it to it. All right. So let's put a fresh stick in here because we're going to need it, okay? I'm gluing. You can sew it if you have those skills. I don't have those skills. Even though I watched somebody sew the other day, I was like, I should try it. And then as quick as I said that, I was like, nah, never mind. I tried once. And what's that whole practice makes perfect? Yeah. Yeah. Will Blake be joining? It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell what you know, when he pops in here. He's watching football. I asked him when the Lions played, and he said it's their bye week, so he's watching other football today. Other football. So you can look at your hat, and you can see the hat has like an angle here, and not so much of an angle here, so we could fix that, or you can leave it. Now I think the pattern dictated that. You see how it's kind of angled here? It's not so much angled here, and it kind of comes up to a point. So it just kind of, but when you use, do you have a sewing machine? No. No. So there's that. Okay, so I'm going to just take this in on an angle just a little bit. But I have friends that sew. Whoops. Hold on, we missed our back piece. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could try it. The Lions play next week. All right. All right, there we go. Now, that looks, yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Oh my goodness, that's good. All right, let me just trim that off there. Now, you're just going to keep gluing, okay? You're going to start with your hat. You're going to, when we get our, no, Mother doesn't sew either. We tried to have a sewing lesson with my Grandma Rowene. Now, my Grandma, if you guys don't know the story, my page name is Rowena May Inspired, and those are my grandmother's names, Rowene and Rena May. And my Grandma Rowene is was, because she's no longer living, was an amazing, like, she could have sewed for the stars, I'm pretty sure, like, she could have sewed for the stars. She was amazing. Like, they would have came, like, all of the, I don't want to say all, but in my memory of, when I was little, I feel like all of the upper echelon people from Battle Creek, like lawyers and dentists and doctors, they brought their stuff to Grandma Rowene to sew. I mean, she was well known in her profession. She was. My problem with sewing is when it comes to getting the thread through the day. That would be a problem right from the beginning. Hello, Miss Jo. Oh, shoot. That could be a problem right from the very start. You crack me up. Okay. Oh my gosh. I felt like I went the wrong way with this, but no, it's two-sided, so it's okay. I forgot this one has the backing. I was like, oh crap, I put it the wrong way. Whew, that would have been bad. It's all good. All right, so we're going to get as far down as the bottom of our hat, and then we're going to start stuffing, okay? Start stuffing it. Now, with the other one that I did, I grunged it with my grunge mix, okay? Just to make it that more, whoops, to give it that grungy look. And it smells amazing, like cinnamon and coffee. My problem is I don't know how to turn this machine on right. Sewing machines are more complex now, but I feel like they've made the sewing machines like where you just kind of sit your thread in there and it just like, brrr, it just does it for you. I feel like over the years, I know for a fact that over the years, my grandma had to like learn new technology because, the electronics on the, and stuff, and progressed over the years. Problem is I know I think I sewed in I sewed in when I was in high school. We had home ec and I made a pillow. I made a unicorn pillow, and that was it. Okay, I gotta fix this because it's annoying me. I made a unicorn pillow, and it was the best darn unicorn pillow. It wasn't the best. It's still wonky. Look how wonky that is. Okay, we gotta fix this hat. We gotta bring this up. This is not working for me. I have to say I like the other material that has the lines because it helped me, it guided me better. Still looking like his head is crooked. You guys are probably looking at it like, oh Lord, don't keep cutting. It's gonna, no, it's still, okay, let me cut this one in a little bit. This is how it would work. Your cousin has a huge computerized sewing machine. It makes, oh, I'll bet. So you were telling us Grandma would have sewed it before? Yeah, Grandma would have had this done and like been on to something else. She would have been hemming jeans or something. Good Lord. Oh, shoot. We were spoiled as kids, though, because if we needed something... All right, I need to stop because I'm going to mess him up because he's not looking... Hold on. I don't think you guys can see me do this. Can you? Oh, good. I got it off camera. I'm trying to fix him because his head is looking weird to me. His hat is looking weird to me. Hold, please. Gosh, the scissors are trying to cut through that. All right, that's looking better, I think. That's looking better. It's still a little bit weird right there, but I think it's looking better. Okay. So, yeah, she tried to teach Mother and I to sew. She did. She did. We did pillowcases. And I don't even really remember the outcome of that. Mother probably remembers the outcome of that, but I don't really remember the outcome. If we actually finished, I feel like my grandma finished them for us. Yeah, that's right. I know, right? And I'm kind of jealous of the people who could sew really well. But I mean, hot glue works too, right? All right, so we're pulling out our pillow. We've got our pillow down here. This is the pillow I use. I don't know what I'm gonna do when the pillow's gone. I'm gonna grab a new one. So you're just grabbing this fill out of this pillow, right? So you're gonna flip it back here and just start sticking your fill in your head of your, of your snowman, okay, your hat. Your hat, sir. You guys remember that cartoon? When we were little, we had like the Disney Channel, and they were such good cartoons back then. They were such good cartoons, like Mickey and Donald and, you know, Goofy. But I remember there was a cartoon with Donald Duck, and there was like it was probably just telling us about the future. It was like a robot, and I think it was, I don't know if it was a robot duck, but it would get things for him, and it said that to Donald, your hat, sir, and then he didn't want his hat, and then he's like shoving the hat on his head. He was so mad. You know, Donald, he swore in his language. Hello, Miss Amy, how are you, friend? That's just reminding me of that. I'd like to find those cartoons on like online or something, so that when I have grandkids one day, I didn't really love Roadrunner. I loved Bugs Bunny and like Tweety, but when the Roadrunner ones came on, I was like, they were boring because they didn't talk. Roadrunner was just road running and beep beeping, and Coyote was just had the little bubble above his head, you know. Hey, here's what we have. Look, we're filling it up. Look, we're filling it up. Well, I'm glad you're doing well, because it's a beautiful day here. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's not like super warm or anything, but it's sunny. It's trying to keep your mind off the fact that it's going to be dark in like an hour. Just keeping your mind off the fact I have to go to the pharmacy and get my prescription. Almost forgot. Like, I'm going to do that afterwards before they close. Hello, Miss Donna. Mr. Magoo. Oh, shoot. But the time change, it'll be like dark here like 5 o'clock. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, so we're going to stuff enough up in the head where we're going to start gluing. Let me see. Gluing our, well, this is actually our head now. We're to the head now. That was the hat. Now we're to the head. Here we go. Flipping it down and gluing it. And I like to use the pinking shears just because you don't have to do that. You've been painting the room to be done before things. Oh, the room's to be done. Oh, you know, we're supposed to get our flooring. They're supposed to come to do that. Like, hopefully they start next Friday, or it'll be that following week, and they'll just get it done that week. 'Cause I would like my house back for the holidays. I want to decorate. Flintstones were your favorite. They were good. And the Jetsons. The Jetsons are fun now that everything that they were doing is like almost like real life now. You know, like the Roomba. That's like Rosie, right? My niece, we went to see yesterday, she was showing us her apartment. She lives in this really cool apartment that's like a castle. I mean, it's called the Grand Castle, I think. It's really cool. And it's almost like you're pulling up to Disney World, really. The shape of the building. It's really cool. But anyway, she has I don't know, it's a Roomba kind of whatever. I can't remember what she named him, Rover or Ralph, or I don't know. It was so funny. Rufus. Maybe it was Rufus. It was so funny. She's like, yeah, Rufus will take care of that. I'm like, awesome. Oh, shoot. Too funny. Whoops. Don't get too aggressive when you're stuffing your your stuffing in there. You'll rip your glue. See, you wouldn't do that when you sew. You love the Flintstones and the Jetsons. See, those are the kind of games I like when we go to the casino, when I find the Flintstones or the Jetsons or any of those. Now, I have a feeling that for some reason it looks like the snowman's going to have a... He looks like he's going to have a square head. Like Charlie Brown with his black head. Doesn't it look like that's what's going to happen? I didn't say this was perfect. I didn't think this was going to go perfect. Oh, shoot. But it's fun. It's fun. And I gave you something fun to do with some material, and you can make your own. You can make your little grandkids these. This would be cute. Give them little snowmen. They could sit them, because we're going to weight this. It's going to be weighted. Now, you wouldn't have to weight it if you just wanted to give it to them, you know, for like a stuffed animal or whatever. We had a cat named Rufus. Hold on just a second. From Gasoline Alley, you know, comic. And, you know, I miss those comics. Reading those Sunday comics, you know. I used to be a paper delivery girl. Oh my gosh, that was awful. That was really my first job. Now I think about it, that was my first job. Ay, ay, ay. Kids nowadays, they don't realize what it's like to have to get up early on the weekend to deliver the paper to all those crunchy old people that need their paper by 7 a.m. Oh, shoot. Then you have to go get your papers after school and go deliver them to all the crunchy people again. Oh, shoot. Anyway. There used to be a dog at one of the houses that I delivered papers to, and it was a terrier. It was one of those Scotty Terriers. All right, I can already tell that this one's needs some work over here. Just get a little work to it. And that little stinker, he used to hide, and then when he saw me coming up the sidewalk, he would slam into the door. Hello, Miss Misty. How are you, friend? Hubby was a newspaper delivery guy, won a trip to Germany. What? No one ever offered me to win a trip to Germany. They were like, get your papers delivered, girl. A little girl. Yes. Here's the first one. Here's the one I did before we went. And it's weighted on the bottom. Look, well, I mean, I'll show you what we weighted it with when we get going here. But yes, it's weighted. So we'll stand up. Yes, that's what we're going for here. I hope it's looking like a snowman. It's kind of got a square face, but I think it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. So you just keep, this would have been really cool stained as well, but I didn't have time to stain it. I guess I could stain it afterwards and just dry it. You could do that. You could do that. I mean, we could have done it. Just would have taken a little time. What time is it? Wait, it's 3:30. 3:30. So I got up this morning with the dogs early, of course. Okay, here's where we're at. Oh, he's looking cute, isn't he? Well, hello, Miss Anchor Art Creations, Miss Christine. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to my page. I get up with the dogs this morning, and then I go back to bed. And then I get up again at like, what time was it? Well, I thought when I walked out into the kitchen, it said 10:30. And I was like, good gravy, we slept late. And then I remembered, oh, the clocks are not changed, right? Because the clocks on the microwave and the stove, they don't change. And I was like, oh, it's only 9:30. Okay. But then later on, I thought the clock was changed, and then I was like, I came in from outside from home, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's already 1:30. I got to get downstairs and get ready for crafting. And Blake's like, it's 12:30. I'm like, I thought you changed the clocks. So, I've been screwed up all day. Screwed up all day. Okay, let me see what's going on here because we're not lining up. We're not lining up all that. Great. We're not. We're going to need some more stuffing. Hello, Miss Judy. How are you, friend? I'm just digging down here into the old stuffing bag, grabbing out some more fill. So, who's going to make some of these? Or one of these? Or when I was in high school, you guys may have heard of these before. And I'll just say, I don't even care. There was, because this was the name of these. When I was in high school, and I played on my softball team, somehow somebody came up with this doll. It was called the Damn It doll. You guys ever heard of it? Kind of reminds you of this, but it had like little legs on it, right? And whenever you were frustrated, you would just, or you would say, damn it, you know. That's kind of what this is reminding me of. Anybody ever have one of those? I think I've seen them at craft shows, so it's not like it's just, you know, they're still out there. I mean, I've been out of high school for a minute, but they're still out there. But I feel like I need one. Maybe I need to buy one at the next craft show and take it to work. No, I get in trouble because we'd be hitting somebody or because my husband's always crying abuse when we're at work and I whop him with a bag or something. Everybody just laughs and walks away because it's like, whatever, crybaby. But I'm pretty sure if we took one of those to work, you probably would get in trouble. Somebody would get offended because you got hit with a doll. I mean, isn't it better to be hit with a doll than like a stapler? I mean, just kidding. Just grab the nearest thing. Oh, shoot. Some days where you just have to, say, Holy Spirit, activate. That's you made some out of yarn for your coworkers a few years ago. I know, they're so stinking. This was like a quilted one, and it had like crazy hair. I mean, it kind of looked crazy, right? Had crazy hair. But I'm telling you guys, this was back in the late 80s, early 90s, so it's been a minute. Oh, wait, your time doesn't change there in Canada? You stay the same? You stay the same? All right. How's he looking? He's not looking too shabby. He's looking more symmetrical than that one. That one's all crazy. You can see like the body. I had to adjust the body. I might trim this a little bit more. I'm trying to, because when it goes to sit, that's when we'll know. We probably have to like fix it a little bit. You love him? I think this one's adorable. I think it's just adorable. Now, Miss Misty, I put the link in my description of for the pattern. It wouldn't be hard to draw one or whatever, but from the page where I found what did I tell you guys her page was called? A Well-Purposed Woman. And she has a cute one out of a flower sack that she got at a garage sale. I was like, I want that flower. It was like a green and beige flower sack, and then she used some like, kind of like this material, but it was like green for like to put on the hat. It was so cute. It's just a cute idea. So I was like, I'm gonna try this. And I gave her the credit because I gave you the pattern because it was a free pattern. So I'm like, here's the pattern. She's not gonna mind. It's on Pinterest. All right, check it out. He's kind of hippie. He's kind of got some hips on him. or maybe it's a she, huh? Or maybe it's a she. So they're both like a version of red. This is like a burgundy-ish red, kind of like an oatmeal. You guys see it? Oh, that looks really good. You can tell right there. It's like an oatmeal with a burgundy line. Now you just stuff. Sorry, my table is filthy. I need to put like a. Yes, you'll have to check it out. That's why I put it in there so everybody could just go if they wanted to just print the pattern. Then you wouldn't have to create your own unless you're good like that. I'm not good like that. So I just using a dowel, you guys. Shove it up there. Get it all figured out. Get it all the way you want. But then if you blah 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 blah, I can't talk. Miss Karen, these were placemats. I got them at a secondhand store. Yeah. So, all right, we're gonna keep shoving a little bit more in here, and then I gotta figure out how we're gonna have to, like, I don't know how, I didn't pay attention at the very end of how she finished hers. Well, of course she sewed hers. I'm pretty sure she sewed hers. Because she was talking about, now you can sew it, but if you glue it, do this, blah, blah, blah. But what I did when I got to the bottom here is first try to get the wrinkles out of it. Make it look as cute as you can. As cute as you can. Now put a little bit more glue right here on this side. Now, you guys probably remember me telling you about my little gnome. Where's my little gnome at? Landslide. I don't know where he's at. I have my little gnome that my friend Miss Sharon got me, that her friend Miss Kathy made, okay? But the gnomes had rice in them. Well, you've got to be careful about putting rice in crafts if it might be in a location where a mouse could get to it, because mouse like rice, apparently. So, what I'm using for something, like, you could use beans. I didn't have beans, but I do have cat litter. So here's some cat litter. Got some cat? We'll steal some of your cat's litter. Now I took it in a little snack bag, okay? And we're just gonna shove it in the bottom, okay? Shove it in here. And then you can manipulate your cat. Your cat litter. You can manipulate your cat. Your cat doesn't want to come do its business on your craft. Now, what I did is I just folded it over. Okay. Let me see how this goes this time. Maybe I can just go. Let's see. I did it different on the other one, but let's see what this one does. What stores have cute Christmas napkins? Home Bounce or no Marshalls, Home Goods. I don't know. I remember you having a mouse. Yes. Gosh, stupid mouse. I did, and it ate my. It put a hole right in my gnome. Put a hole right in my gnome. Rude. I got him though. Hacha. Got him. We got that bugger. I don't know. Does anybody know where you can get good napkins? You know, there's a lot of crafters that have napkin group. They're like, they'll do napkins. When I first started out crafting, I still have a lot of napkins. But I just stopped because I have so many, and there was a group where you could do a napkin exchange. Like you could be in a group where, oh, look at it. Hobby Lobby and Home Goods have pretty Christmas napkins. They have Christmas napkins on Temu. I never thought about that. You know where I do get good napkins though, when I do order them, is off from eBay. Because then you only have to order like 2 at a time. If you don't want a whole thing. Isn't he cute? Okay, but we're not done yet. Because look what we did with this one. We put just took a little bow. I just kept this simple, and just did a little greenery up there. We still got 20 minutes, so we gotta zhuzh him up some. So he needs the lint roller taken to him. Now he's quite skinny in the middle there, isn't he? He's quite skinny. Amazon has napkins? I did not know that. You guys could make him look so much cuter. I know you can. He's really, he looks a lot hippier than... Look at the difference, you guys, but they're so stinking cute. Okay, now we got to decide what we want to wrap around his... We want to choke him. We want to choke him. No, we don't want to do that. Let's see. What do we want to do to him? I hadn't really thought about it. I probably should have been thinking about it. What is it? A troll has arrived. The troll has arrived. Now we could use that. Let's see. The troll is in the house. There's a troll in the house. Oh, this would be cool. No, that wouldn't be cool. You just saw some, what'd you say? Wait. Oh, Miss Monty posted, let's see, never ordered, but you can buy individual napkins at Decoupage Napkins. Okay, you saw some at Dollar Tree, full poster, it was Santa Claus, okay. Dollar Tree has some napkins. Rude. This is no girl going through menopause. Both across the row I needed. Okay, let's see. Let me see. Now, so like I said, I just glued the bottom like that, and it's just sitting like that. I mean, that one's sitting really good, right? Now this one, I actually like glued it down like flat like that. He's got a little lean going, but I think these are stinking cute. Well, hello, Miss Sharon. Look what we made. We made this. Well, I didn't make this one on the live, but we're making this one right now. So we got to figure out what we want to do to his hat. We got to add something to his hat, and he needs a scarf. What do you guys suggest? What do you guys suggest? I got a mess going on. Here's what I've got. Here's a box full of ribbon that's like red. No, that's really thick, but that's really cute. It's really cute. I almost feel like I want a grungy. You guys want a grungy? You want to try to grungy? We got time. What do you think? Does anybody want to want me to grungy? I don't know if my comments are up to date. Does anybody say anything? You just jumped on. Anybody want me to grungy? What do you guys think? My computer over here is froze, and I can't even move it. Of course, it would help if I was touching the mouse. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yes, grungy? Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So I actually left my grunge mix out one night, and I was like, oh, it's horrified. But all was well. See my comment above oh, okay. So yes, this is grunged. Okay, this is. Oh Lord have mercy! I just knocked off my. This is pre-grunge. This is post-grunge. Okay, so that's what you're gonna get. Okay, Blake needs to get a new laptop. He does need to buy me a new laptop. Okay, where's my brush here? Home Goods has napkins. You know, I don't frequent like the Home Goods or the TJ Maxx. My husband loves those places. Loves those places. Okay, let's start out here with the hat. Let's start up here with the hat. He loves those places. He likes looking. I don't like stores where I have to search for things like because a scavenger hunt. It's like a glorified Goodwill. Oh. I mean, really. Sometimes Goodwill is organized better than, or Salvation Army, they're organized better. Okay, check it out. Check it out. Now I'm trying to go light. I mean, because we have the batting in here, I'm trying to go light. Like not, I don't want to saturate the material because I don't really want it all going through there. Just lightly. Just dipping my brush in, taking some off. You loved Home Goods and TV, but oh, when you're able to get out, yeah. Well, check out Team. Well, that plus check out eBay. eBay is where I've ordered a lot of really cute napkins, and you only have to get 2 at a time. So if you're not going to be, you know, like doing any sort of exchange with anybody, or you just want to do one craft, you don't want to have multiple. You can get 4 projects out of 1 napkin, so you get 8 projects out of 2. So if you're looking at money-wise, the napkins might cost you around like $2 for 2 of them, but if you turn around and sell a craft, you can get your money back on the 1 craft, and you have 3 more. Temu has everything. I know, right? I got a shirt from there. I just ordered some shirts and they came and I wore one yesterday. It was like a sweatshirt. It was so pretty. My husband's like, oh, you bought a new shirt. I said, yep, I got it from Temu. He goes, oh, supporting the Chinese, huh? Okay. Oh, she's oh Pete's. Isn't that where everything comes from, pretty much? Yes. You want me to get an alpaca and weave my own? Like, Oh, shoot. Okay, check it out. This is cool. This is looking cool. I got it in my hand. I'm gonna get it all packaged next, you guys. Yeah, I don't like the whole package either. That's why I like to order them off from eBay. But there's probably other places. There's crafters that sell them, but sometimes they sell them in bundles. And if you're not looking for, I mean, if you want like one and they have, you know, you get a bunch of them that maybe you don't want. So, I mean, but there's that. So, what doesn't, I know, right? What doesn't? It's hard to find. That's for sure. Well, that's like most of the Dollar Tree stuff is it's from there. It's unfortunate, but it is. You guys, this smells so good. So I have the grunge recipe on my page. It's pinned up the top of my page. String in there. Cinnamon, instant coffee, vanilla, and water. And there's measurements. You can do a lot. You can do, I mean, there's a lot of different recipes out there. But I just whipped up one. I did a short video one day and just showed how I do mine. So, because everybody was always asking me, so I just did one and posted it up there on my, as a pin post on my page. Okay, check it out. We're coming along here. We're coming along. We might just end up doing the front on the live, and then we'll finish it out with, we'll get it a bow on the neck, or a scarf on the neck and something on the hat. And then I'll finish the back later. Now this is a paper towel, a placemat. So it's a little bit heavier material than, because you can kind of hear it. It's heavier material. I bought something the other day. It said it was China, small letters, assembled in USA with big letters. Oh, well, that's interesting, isn't it? Interesting. You don't have to bake it, set grunge mix. No, all I do is take my dryer to it. It like kind of like stiffens it up a little bit. Nope. You could. I mean, you could if you... When I use it on my crafts down here, it is just dried right on there. Just dried it up. Okay, we're almost to the end, so we can dry it up. Nope. Whoops. I like to bake material and stuff when you put like, if you put it in the coffee, like a coffee stain, and then put it on your pan and then sprinkle a little bit of the coffee, like the granules on there, it gives it like that dirty, even more grunge look. You don't want to get it on there too. If you do that though, if you take little pieces, like if you just take your thing of coffee and you just kind of like try to break up the little chunks of the granule of the coffee, because when you bake it, it just kind of stays how it is and just kind of, and it kind of looks almost like a shiny little glob. So if you, okay, check it out. Let's take our dryer to it. There's the back. There's the front. He went to the tanner, only on the front. Can you put, wait, hold on. Can I put that on a plastic candle? What do you mean? A plastic? Oh, a grunge? I'm trying to decide how well that would like stay on there, because it's pretty runny. But if you grab down, like if you look at the bottom, see all that cinnamon down there? If you grab down and splotch it on there, I bet you could. I bet you could. I must like this better like this, you guys. With our grunge on here. Now, if I was gonna do this again, like I would grunge it before I put it together, like I did the other one, just because you can feel the material. Maybe if you Mod Podge, yeah, maybe if you did put like a layer of Mod Podge down, or even if you put a napkin on, you know how like this isn't a napkin, this is from the inside, but you know that ply of your napkin? Put your ply of the napkin over your, oh, that would look really cool, because if you put a ply of that, just of a napkin that's just that white on and get it kind of crinkly and then put your Mod Podge over it, oh, that would look really cool. Really, really cool. Now you might not get him all dry because we only got 7 minutes and I want to put a scarf or something. Let me work it, let me focus. Mix the grunge with the Mod Podge. There you go. There you go. I do coffee with the Mod Podge. Yeah, there you go. Do that too. I'm going to focus on right here because this is where I want to put a scarf on it. I want it kind of dry there. So it's good. Still a little bit sticky, but this material is different. Like I said, it's more of a, I don't know, it's not canvas, but it's a heavier material. Hello, Miss Elizabeth. How are you? The best. I bet tissue paper work too. Yeah. I just always try to find like something to do with those plies of napkins, because crafters keep those, and they're always saying keep them, you know, for whatever. Okay, we gotta put at least a scarf on him. We gotta put a scarf on him. Okay, so back to our box here. Back to our box. What do we have in the box? This is all red and stuff. Red and stuff. Red. Oh, I just realized I have some red Rick Rack in there. Oh. I have a Rick Rack bag. A Rick Rack patty whack. I didn't realize that was in there. I got excited. That one's coming off the reel. The roll. The reel. Maybe I'll just use that same one I used on the other one. Let's just do that. I like that. My hand's all sticky now. Put that over there. Okay. Tell Blake we missed him. Oh. Yes, I love Miss Tracy with My Sweet Home Living. Yes. Love her primitive crafts. Okay, you guys. Taking the pinking shears. This is what I did with the other one. I'm just going to go down the side of this ribbon. Now, this ribbon, looks like a Ofray. I don't know the brand, where that came from, but it's got a tag on it, so I must have got it from an estate sale. Ofray. I don't know. Just kidding. Just go down as far as you think you may need. I'm going to go a little bit further. I'm surprised he's not listening to say that, because you're going to give him a big head there, Miss Jan. Tell if he says what he's missed, he's going to be like, see, I'm the reason why people watch you. Okay. And then he's going to want me to pay him and all that. And I'm going to... Then all that madness. Okay, going down this side now. Going down this side. That's what he's going to expect. He's going to expect to be paid. He's going to put on the payroll. Now I'm getting a little thick. I got a little too far in there. I got to back it out a little bit. Didn't need to get that far. I wanted to just get the edge, and I'm getting a little crazy. Okay. So, I'm not going to lie, that makes a mess when you do that. It makes a mess. Get over there. Get over there. Probably keep that and use that for something else. Oh, we're something. Hello, Miss Carolyn. Okay, see that little... Fix that. That little jog in the road there. That little jog in the road. We're something. We work together too, you guys. That's even better. Even better. 90 or 1280. Wait, 90. Wait. Wait, I have a troll. I have a stink bug. All right, let's tie this. We got 3 minutes. Up next is Miss Deborah with Sacred Sew. So make sure if you're watching from the Vintage Country Crafting Friends page that you refresh so you can check out Miss Deborah. I'm sure she'll have something fabulous. But also make sure that you're in the Vintage Country Crafting Friends group because it is fabulous. Oh, he did? Oh, he's really sucking up. Hold on. The snowman is going away. He's trying to run away. All right. There's this little scarf. Super cute. Super. You guys, I have literally, do you see my finger? You see this finger? It's cramped right now. It's like stuck like that. He put a voodoo curse on me is what he did. He put a voodoo curse on me. My finger is cramped. Oh my gosh. It's not good. This is not good. All right, so probably what I'm going to do, because my time is almost up, but probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some, oh my gosh, it's like, I'm probably going to add, similar to this one, I'm going to add some greenery and a little, like just a little, some little berries like I did on this one to put up on the hat. So there's what we have. I got to finish drying this, and I'm going to have to, like, all that little red stuff come up is all over the place there, but we'll get it. We'll get it. We'll end up fixing, look at his face is a little bit longer, a little bit skinnier, but they're all unique. No two snowmen are alike. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I appreciate you all. I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. Please make sure that you go check out Miss Deborah, who's up next with Sacred Sew, and that you are in the Vintage Country Crafting Friends group. Thank you guys so much for being here. Bye-bye.